Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back. Randomizer, I almost said master mode. Nuzlocke. Previously, we had our stream where we weren't talking because my voice was shot that day. But we basically went back and did all of the grinding stuff in the routes that we could now go to since we have surf. And spoilers, if you did not see that stream, I highly recommend you check out, excuse me, before we get into everything, because there's going to be a lot to unpack here as we get started with today's stream. First and foremost, we had 3 deaths in the previous stream, and boy were they impactful. First one not so much, but the other 2 very impactful. We lost Weasel to the rival battle against Charon. I think it was against his first mon exactly, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not surprised considering Weavile has a typing that has a pretty nasty quad weakness in water and rock, and our defenses are not that great. Sure, we have a lot of HP, but it's still not anything like super duper good. And then, unfortunately, probably the hardest Nuzlocke loss we've had in this series of the 20 of them, yes, 20 of them, was our Chansey. I believe this thing died to a crit from, I don't know who off the top of my head, I can't remember, but we did lose this Chansey to a critical hit, which sucks because this thing was probably actually way better than Chansey normally is with an Eviolite, because it doesn't have as much HP, but its defenses are a lot better. So it sucks that we lost this thing. Also with the fact that it actually had some good special attacking power behind it. Really unfortunate loss for us there. And then we lost our Hisuian Samurott. And by Hisuian, I mean his name is Hisui and he's a Samurott. We lost this to a critical hit as well. And again, kind of similar to Weavile, except it's flipped, in the sense of we don't have a lot of HP, but our defenses are really good. I believe we died to like an overheat or something like that. And I believe it was again a critical hit. So sucks because the Samurott and the Chansey were really, really solid and they were over leveled. Like we were fighting things that were 10 levels lower than us and they were one-shotting us with crits. So that's the part of it that stings more, I believe, is that we lost these two when they were technically over leveled versus what we were fighting in the game. Now comes the fun part of telling you guys about all of the encounters that we got. I don't know if you guys saw, but we did get Nasty the Arceus. This was actually the randomized Cobalion that was in the Mistralton Cave. Steel and Bug, which is really, really good because it only has 1 weakness. His stats were kind of crazy. Now, typically, Arceus has 120 across the board, but in a randomizer where we randomize the statistics, so 120 across the board means he has a base stat total of 720. Just for some quick maths there. So explains why we have our defense, our special attack, and our speed all at 170. So we're excelling in some of those stats. Attack is pretty rough at 74, but it's okay because we're not going to be running it physical. We're going to be going more with a special Arceus, which is kind of weird for a Bug Steel type. I mean, Bug, there's some good special attacking Bug type moves out there. Like we have Bug Buzz as a TM. Can Arceus learn it? I don't know, but we'll find out soon enough. But I did give him Surf because I know Arceus does learn Surf, so it's not a bad move right there. Electro Web's okay for lowering speed, but it's not like anything too crazy. We got a Dino, which we evolved all the way into Hydreigon from the P2 laboratory. It became a poison type, and you're thinking, okay, it's a pseudo legendary, it's a poison type that can replace the Chansey, right? And its stats are pretty bad. I mean, its special attack is okay, its speed is okay, it's got a lot of HP and a decent amount of special defense. I am kind of under the impression that this thing would be like a last resort, like I need something that could do something. I mean, I can't really be like too picky, right? We've seen for a large majority of the series that we can't really be too picky. Otherwise, we're walking around with a team of 3 the whole time. And while that worked for about the first half of run number 4, it's not necessarily something that I want to keep doing over and over again. If you're if you're catching my drift. So a little unfortunate about the Hydreigon, but I mean he's not too bad. He's just not great. We also got a skunk tank. So this was a stunky, I believe we found in Striaton City in the water. Became a pure ice type. It's got very good special attack and special defense. Its stats everywhere else are terrible, which unfortunately sucks. Then we got Fusion, our Mightyena, which became an electric and ghost type, which has some potential. Mightyena's one of those mons where his BST is so low, so we really needed something like... we needed him to excel somewhere. And I mean, his special attack is pretty close to excelling, and his speed's not bad either. His HP's okay, but his defenses being as low as they are means he's probably going to die in one hit if I get hit by a super effective attack. But he does have Shell Smash, so again, something that could be potential. Next we get Teresa, and this thing is basically a Blissey with like a Regieleki speed set. 185 speed, 115 attack, which that's nothing to laugh at either, but it has 17 defense and 39 special defense. It is probably going to die when it has to take a hit, but that HP is monstrous. Next up, we got Vulcan, which is another poison type. This was actually the egg that we received from the guy on the route west of New Vema Town, where you go and get Waterfall. It hatched into a Cyndaquil, and we evolved it all the way up to a Typhlosion, but he has normalized, which means I'm not going to be using this thing just because every single one of my attacks is going to be normal. So if I run into a ghost type, I'm screwed. And yeah, that's not baller. We got Normie, our Venomoth here, Route 17. This was the first encounter we got to the west of New Vema Town in that water route, and it was a Venonat. It's a pure flying type, which is kind of interesting. It's actually in a section of 6 Pokemon where, like, I wouldn't mind adding these to the team right away. Its physical attack is decent. Its speed is okay. HP's not too bad. Flying is weird because, I mean, it has 3 weaknesses, right? But seeing as I only have 22 special defense, if I get hit on the special side, I'm more than likely just going to perish. Physical side of things, I could be okay. It just really depends. But I also like Venomoth, so I'm not against using it. Then we got our Ampharos here, which is a ghost and poison type. This thing has a monstrous special attack stat. Its physical excuse me, physical defense is not great. His special defense is pretty good, but his special attack is very, very monstrous. So I am actually really leaning towards this because I believe with my team right now, Mamoswine is special, Venusaur is special, so I don't know. But he has Trace, and he already has Stab Shadow Ball, so like that's pretty dang good. So I'm not entirely sure. We got Knuckles, our Sandslash. This was actually a fossil that we received in a random route. He's a pure fire type, which is pretty cool. And this is his moveset. Now, the kind of nice thing about it is that his attack and special attack are pretty good. He's slow as he normally is. His physical defense is good. His special defense is not so good. I actually wouldn't mind having this guy on the team just for a little bit. Not right. I don't think we've had a fire type in this series yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think we've had a fire type yet. Then we got my guy, the Infernape. This was our encounter in the Mistralton Cave before we went to get the Cobalion. It was a Monferno, so we evolved it into Infernape, and he's got pure fighting type, which is kind of weird because, you know, he's very much a fire type normally, like it's very obvious. But his defenses are pretty decent. His attack is his special attack is poor, but he has an immunity with Motor Drive, which is pretty cool. His speed, even though it's being lowered, is still his best stat. So I don't know about that. We have TikTok, the Walrein, which is a pure ground type. We got this as a token encounter because we picked up a lot of fossils in the last stream, but 2 of the fossils that we picked up were ones that we already uncovered, and I wasn't trying to get the same amount twice. So what I decided was that I was going to use them for encounters, and I was going to go specifically to an area that I hadn't been in. So like in the Wellspring Cave, yes, we went there earlier. Yes, I could have went and gotten a token encounter for Groudon, but we were in that bottom section as we were surfing around. So we got a Celio, I believe it was, and he had a bunch of bug type moves, which is actually pretty nice considering that we are a special attacker and we have pretty good speed. Actually, not even pretty good, really good speed. It's just our HP is really, really low and our physical defense is low as well. So we're probably just going to get popped if we get hit by a rock type move, or not a rock type move, like a physical water, grass, or ice move. So it's kind of eh. We have joined our Torterra here at, or who is a grass and electric type. Really good typing actually. Mainly because our team being the Venusaur, it works out nicely for me because even though I would have 2 electric types, both of them are not weak to ground. So that actually works out really nicely. So I was actually kind of leaning towards going with Torterra for this. So I'm thinking, because he would be physical, you'd be physical as well, and you'd be special. I think we should go with Ampharos, Sandslash, Torterra as our last 3 mons. Now, the kind of nice thing, or the way that I've been playing this, is that I'm going to rare candy these guys up to level 50, because that's what my lowest level on my party is right now, is level 50. That might be a little bit overkill. Maybe just a tad. But when you truthfully think about the fact that we've struggled for like the entirety of this game, I don't necessarily feel so bad. So, and we can really see how these stats are going to look if we level them up all the way. Thief? No. Attack. I suppose I could have been teaching Ampharos some physical moves. Heat Crash. I don't think Sandslash is heavy enough to really take advantage of Heat Crash. Flamethrower. I think my special attack was decent, so I'm gonna get rid of Blast Burn just because it has a chance of missing and it's a recharge turn. Because the only way that I would click Blast Burn on anything is if I know that it is weak to fire, you know? That is the only way that I'd be clicking Blast Burn. Arm? No. Carl? No. I think we're going physical with you, my guy. If only I had a lefties, chat. If only I had a lefties, I could be really going crazy right now. All right, Eruption. This could be good on Ampharos. I might give it to the... Wait, I'm learning. I'm relearning something. I knew that Odor Sleuth allowed ghost types to be hit by normal and fighting type attacks. Does this mean that Odor Sleuth ignores like double team? I have no idea. I'm not sure if I want to really try it though at the same time. All right, we'll get rid of false swipe. I know we have an entire move set of fire type moves, but it is what it is. Oh, Force Sphere. Get rid of that jump kick. Arceus can learn this as well. Might as well give it to him, right? We're going special. We'll get rid of that. I really hope that he can learn Bug Buzz. Otherwise, I'm gonna crash out. Thank God. All right, yeah, this Arceus is about to be disgusting. Disgusting. He's the only one that could learn it too. All right, Skull Bash. Who is a heavy physical attacker? Superpower might not be bad. Knuckles can learn it. I mean, my physical attack is probably about the same as my special attack, is it not? I mean, just for the sake of diversity. Oh. I know that I charged this controller literally the last 2 days. There's no chance in hell. There we go. I say there's no chance in hell that this bitch is dead. All right, Rock Climb, Thunder. Yeah, Earth Power. We don't have a ground type right now. Check. Let me just double check stats real quick before we start moving forward. Okay, you are more of a special attacker. You're kind of mixed, so that actually works out fine. You are for sure a physical attacker. Ooh, okay. I don't have anything for grass or fighting. Magna Bomb, maybe. Learn it. But that's Ice Beam, so no. Torterra doesn't learn Ice Beam. Oh, Fire Fang. Nope, that's over. He definitely... Oh. Grass Knot's gonna do anything. Superpower, he couldn't learn. Rock Climb, maybe? Okay, he can learn Rock Climb. Give him that over Safeguard, I suppose. Outrage? Learn Outrage. I gotta cater to his strengths. So I'm keeping Solar Beam for stab, but like, I gotta cater to my guy's strengths. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that all of my items are off of my dead mons in the box. So I know you had a Quick Claw, so I gotta take that away from you. I think everybody, yeah, everybody there doesn't have an item. I don't think anybody here has an item. Okay. And we'll have to update our layout too. Okay, so Quick Claw. I have a choice here between Torterra and Ampharos. I think Ampharos needs it more. Solely on the fact that it's not as bulky as Torterra. I think this is kind of where I say screw using lucky eggs, maybe. Rocky helmet. Who is physically bulky? Maybe we just give that to Torterra. Black Sludge. I have an Ampharos, which I just gave him the Quick Claw. Black Sludge would be good on something that has more HP, so... Circle, Choice Band. I have Expert Belts. I know I do. I'm going to give one to the Arceus. I'm going to give one to the Sandslash. King's Rock, Life Orb. Dopeland, Toxic Orb. Okay. Now it's time to update the layout. This is what we're going with. So what did we add? Got Mamos. And after Mamoswine was Arceus, I'm pretty sure. And then we added Ampharos was next, right? Probably have this pulled up over here so I can see. Yeah, we got Ampharos next. Okay. Then afterwards was Sandslash. Do I have a Sandslash PNG? I don't. First for everything, chat. There is a first for everything. Get this saved so I don't forget. And I typed apparently. Now it should pop up. And then it was Torterra. And type apparently. All right, we got a full team. How long can we keep them alive for is the real question. That is the real question we got to ask ourselves here. I think we're all good on healing. I know we battled a lot of people. Yeah. I think we're all good on healing. Just for the record. Am I good with the repels? That's what I need to check actually real quick. Sorry for taking almost 30 minutes for us to get into actually moving, but I want to make sure that we're all set because we're starting to get into the late game now. Now, the last gym evolved, so I would much rather keep myself safe than be sorry later on. So if I recall correctly, Bryson's ace, because I don't know, we might battle him today. I haven't quite decided if I want to battle him today or not. What else am I going to do? It's a Sunday. I don't typically stream on Sunday, but because we didn't stream Great Time Friday on Friday, and we streamed that yesterday, this stream got pushed back to today. Then that means that Monday's stream, we should be back on schedule. So wherever we leave off today, we'll pick it up. Marrow. Actually depends, like, timing-wise, I don't know. But back to what I was saying. I'm pretty sure Bryson's ace is normally 39. So 3.9 goes to 7.8. 8 levels higher, so his... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I might have overdone the rare candies, chat. 47 should be the ace of his gym, so I think that's on me for going a little overboard in terms of levels. So, tell me. That's fine. I'm not using any berries anyway. Harvest, so it's actually a good thing I still have the lucky egg on. I'm gonna want that for the Elite Four, I feel like, is to throw some berries on this Venusaur. That did a lot. A lot more than I would have imagined, but that's fine. Let's learn Shockwave. Should I be teaching him Shockwave? I would say we don't have a water type. But I mean, Shockwave's not bad. It's stab, and I'm pretty sure our special attack... I think our special attack is technically higher. You know what? No. I'm not going to teach him Shockwave. If it was like Spark or Wild Charge, I think I would have taught him it because we have D-Dance already. I don't know. I don't think I'm throwing by doing that. Alright, we can get an encounter here in Twist Mountain, so we are going to keep our eyes peeled for that. Could actually throw this bad boy on. Alright, so first encounter is a species. I'm actually so glad I went back and did all those encounters, because I would have been pissed. Also, this Mightyena speed is way higher than mine, which actually, you know what, that checks out, because Venusaur is slow. Slow in this randomizer. Normal, he's not really that slow, but... I don't recall if you get encounters when you go outside. Do you? No, I don't think you do. I think it's only inside. I've not sprayed a repel, so I don't know why. I encountered the one thing and have not seen anything since. All right, we'll see what's in the dust pile. I don't know how to feel about this. Girl peck? I do not know how to feel about this. The shell and just hope it's not super effective. Well, it wasn't super effective, but I'm guessing he had either no, his HP went down way too slow for him to not have any HP. He probably had no physical defense, which is weird to think about. Is it a Torkoal? And Torkoal usually is like physical defense. Like he's got like 140, I think, in that stat. So unfortunate that we didn't get to catch the Torkoal, because I'm a Gen 3 guy. Torkoal's like my favorite fire type from that game. Behind Blaziken, of course. Okay, so we go for the D-Dance. He goes for the Calm Mind. We were faster, which is good. I mean, I feel like I can lock myself in an Outrage and just wipe this guy's team. Galore. Still, it's funny to me because, like, sure, I do the... With the randomizers, yes, I do the level boosters and make everything fully evolved at 40. But I feel like such a moron. Just thinking back to all the times I've played Black and White initially. Oh, crap. I forgot that Shaman cracked in this. That rivalry. And not going back and fighting all the trainers that you can when you get Surf, or using the Lucky Egg. Like, I only knew about the... Ironically enough, I only knew about how good the Lucky Egg was when Black 2, White 2 came out. Even though in the original Black and White, they give it to you in the Chargestone Cave. No. Yeah, they give it to you in the Chargestone Cave. It's in Black 2, White 2, you get it from the Celestial Tower. So I don't know how I didn't learn about how good the Lucky Egg was until the sequel to this game, because I believe Black and White was the first game where they gave you the Lucky Egg, like, in the actual story. You didn't need to go and encounter a Chansey to get one. Because it existed all the way back in Gen 2. We learned about that. Also, I had a moment when we were streaming last time where we encountered a Relic Silver and a Relic Gold. I'm pretty sure I banned those items from the randomizer because we weren't able to get to a, like, vendor until post-game. So why I'm getting those items, but you know what? It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter too much. Go for the D-Dance. Oh my, this camera up just made my day. He just made me get +2 on this. Now we're actually just gonna wreck shop. Aftermath. You know what's ironic is that before that Aftermath popped up, I was gonna say, you know, I'm so glad that an ability like Innards Out is not a thing in this game. Because sure, my Venusaur has a lot of HP, but there's things like our Torterra, for example, that have way higher HP stats All right, so our Venusaur's already at 55. But that's kind of like what I'm getting at, right? We're at 55 right now. I feel like we're way too high leveled. Because I'm pretty sure the end of the game is going to be like 60 something. Actually, 54 is normally what Getsus has as his ace, right? So it's 5.4, 10.8, 11, 65. We still have 2 more gyms, including all that story stuff. The Victory Road, Dealey 4. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna be way too high. Hello, Mr. Brownie. How are we doing on this Sunday? Relax. You just cut my damage by a lot, actually. Actually, the reason he lived just now. Crazy work. And he wasn't a flying type either. That's even more criminal. Very tired, been a long week. Brother. For a multitude of reasons that I can't say on stream. Same. Same. All right, Rhyperior. Oh, wait, Rhyperior might actually be goated with the sauce. He might actually be goated with the sauce right now. Oh my god, that did nothing. That also did nothing. What if he's just a special defensive monster? I can't really go for anything else, though. That's the problem. I don't have a stab psychic type move for me to just throw at him, so... Cacturn. I feel like Cacturn's got some untapped potential that I don't want to mess around with, so I'm going to go into Knuckles. Let him get the chance to shine, potentially. Outspeed. Okay, so that was resisted, but thankfully for a pure fire type, that was stab. I think that's down below. I can't go and get that. I know for sure there's stuff in this. It's crazy. We were just talking about lucky eggs. Sorry, I'm sorry, Torkoal, for killing you earlier, but please leave me alone now. I know there's a doctor in here. I just don't know where he's at off of my memory. I don't remember where he's placed. I also could have probably done without another lucky egg, I'm be honest. That now makes... I have 4 of them. So it doesn't feel necessary. All right, Dustox. We are going to Eruption. I know that there's a trainer here somewhere. I just don't remember where. Excuse me, we got Poliwrath. Oh, is that gonna kill me? No, my physical defense was good. Yeah. Say it was good. Because we just leveled up, so I got to see it there. Okay, that didn't do nearly enough. Blissey. Okay, so we know it's normal and ice. I don't recall if its special defense was good or not. So we're about to find out. Was not good. 8200 XP. Another reason why I wanted to stay in was because I knew we were gonna get a crap load of XP for knocking it out. Okay, so that is a fossil that we have already uncovered. So we are not going to... We're not going to worry about uncovering it. We will just use it as a static encounter elsewhere. There it is. Another Splash Blade. I feel like I have like 5 or 6 of these I've collected in this series. I don't need the potion, really. I needed a repel. That's what I needed to do. Okay, Snubbull would have been our encounter, which I'm indifferent about Granbull. I think when it became a fairy type, I liked it more, but like it's not like super duper good. Especially in a randomizer, it's hard for it to be good. I feel anyways. Max potion, we take that. Other hidden item. Power lens. I'm just trying to be hopeful for another Master Ball. Because us pulling that Master Ball early, I feel like will save our butts for later. Will save our butts for later. Alright, let's go for the E. He is a flying type. Who would have thought that the bird got randomized into a flying type? Can you believe that over there, Delilah? Can you believe that? Effect Spore? Yeah, put him to sleep. Go to bed, buddy. All right, I missed. Cool. Okay, so he's flying and like not weak to ice, which could be steel, could be ice, I suppose. It could be fire, water, could be any of those. Probably other ones that I'm forgetting about, but it is what it is. Rose Raid. Anything super scary or not? Download. Probably a special attack boost. Yep. Damn, that did nothing. Ooh, he has Seed Flare. Okay. Must be enough to kill. It can. With a crit. Might have mattered, actually, because I think Glaciate is like 65. I think it's base 65 power, as opposed to Icy Wind being 55. Or no, is it 60? Might be 60. I don't remember. Alright, is this the area where the hidden item was at? Oh, it's up higher. But how does one get up higher? Maybe that's something that only happens in the winter time, so I can't get that item till there's snow. Which, I'm gonna keep it real to you guys. We're currently in what, the spring season? I'm not waiting until August to finish the series, so hate to be that guy. All right, Sceptile. I think you were steel fighting, or you were either steel or fighting. I remember you having moves to hurt my Quagsire back then. Which, kind of going back to what I was gonna say earlier, but I completely forgot to from the previous stream. Weavile had a nasty quad weakness, right? But the difference between Weavile having a nasty quad weakness and Quagsire was their stat distribution. I feel like despite Quagsire having also a lot of HP like Weavile, its defenses were way better. Which, again, to me doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because it's like, how I had all of these weaknesses under the sun, survived for that long in the series, but then my Weavile did not. Another one of my reasons is because Quagsire actually had moves to protect himself. He had Stab, whereas my best stab move on my Weavile was Rock Blast. I didn't have any water. None of that. Therefore, it's no surprise he died. Darn. I was gonna see if I could get past him. I'm trying to think of where I want to use my token encounter. Knowing that we would have encountered so many damn plume fossils makes me regret the fact that we did not pick the cover fossil when we had the opportunity. Okay, this is Hariyama. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know why. lived. Okay, so he becomes psychic type now. That's okay. He should still die to this, so I'm not too concerned about this. Light clay. It's funny because, like, if you were to be a new viewer, I'm tired of this guy showing up every 2 minutes. But if you were to be a new viewer and see my team and not realize that typings were randomized, you'd probably be like, why the hell do you have 3 ground types and 2 grass types? I did nothing. Yeah, go to sleep. I really hope you are a bug type. Yeah, so Shaman has a shit ton of HP, and it has to have really good physical defense, because that went down slow. Alright, Ursaring. Got airlock. I feel like you get something down here. Never mind. Okay, I can go over there. I go through here. Is there a way for me to go over there? I think so. I go through here. That's where they want me to go. Okay, Glameow. I mean, we've seen Ugly a lot in the series. I don't think it's anything crazy. I think so. Metapod? What an encounter. I feel like this guy here has something he gives. Wow. So the TM that is normally Scald is a Roar. Not doing competitive, so Roar is not great. I run past him with... Yes, it's just if I go off to the right, I have to deal with the cutscene. I mean, that's us through Twist Mountain. feel like we've made some pretty decent progress for only moving for an hour. Oh, there's something over there. Won't be able to get it. Okay, so we should get a Icarus City encounter because I believe you can run around the puddles and encounter stuff there. So keep our eyes open for that. Ooh. Ooh. Two of these are really, really good. Oh no, we do have a steel type, but he's not a physical attacker. I still feel like I invest in Ironhead. EM14, that's normally Blizzard. Yeah, I take it. Because I can sell... I have a lot of stuff I can sell that I haven't yet. Like, I have 2 nuggets at least. 10k back. I know there's more. 2 big pearls. A rare bone. Our piece. That's pretty much it. I mean, I can sell a lot of these like vitamins just because they're not really going to do me any favors. I don't think the wings sell for that much. I stand corrected. That's crazy because you can literally farm the wings. You can literally farm the wings. That's wild. All right, so I have an encounter here in Icarus City. I have the encounter, which I believe would classify as Route 8. Yeah, that's Route 8 up over that way. Because there's the shopping mall, which is Route 9. So that route up there is 8, and then there's more of Icarus. So I have at least 3, maybe even 4 encounters I can grab before we go into the gym. Now that I'm thinking about it, I may just go see what's up here. I don't think I can go to the water. I can surf. I can't go off to the right just yet. Kind of blows, but it's fine. Let's see what my first encounter is in the grass. I'm not catching this. I'm not catching this. There's no way. There is absolutely 0 way I'm catching this. Like, I don't even know if I should bother. Like, Azelf could be good, but I feel like there's also a good chance that it's not good. I'm gonna Razor Shell just to see. Magic Coat. If it lives, I'll consider it. That did a lot of damage. But that also means that he has a lot of HP. I don't know what typing he is. I mean, he's gone for Flail and he's gone for Magic Coat. I mean, if he turns out to be Psychic Normal, that is not a bad typing at all. He's definitely leaning towards a normal type, because now he has Bind as well. I don't think I have a little, like, small attacking move that I can go for. Because I think Rock Climb's going to kill now, because he's got, excuse me, -1 defense. Rolling Kick, if I think he's a normal type, is going to kill him. Solar Beam is Stab. I mean, my special attack is what? 91. It's not bad, it's just not good. I mean, I could maybe go, no, because you have like 170 special attacks, so you're going to kill it. I think I just have to try my luck. And if I get down to, let's say, maybe We'll throw 5 more balls at it. If we don't see any, because Azelf, I like Azelf. He's probably my favorite of the lake spirits, but he's not necessarily a mon that I'm gonna want to sit here and definitely not dump a Master Ball into. Like, if I had my Master Ball still, I wasn't gonna dump it on Azelf. But he's not even shaking anymore. I had that one stroke of luck. I mean, I'll break the cycle by throwing a Cherish Ball at it. Yeah, he didn't even shake. Discharge. Ooh. Okay, so he got a crit there. He's got Discharge, Bind, Flail, and Magic Coat. Keep shaking once, man. There's the Flail. That still does nothing. So I don't think he's got any, like, physical attack. I was about to say. Alright, if he shakes no times after we throw this next Great Ball, we're killing it. Shook once. All right, I'm gonna give him another chance. How? I don't get it. I was using Ultra Balls, having no luck with catching this thing. The moment I switched to Great Balls, he's like, hey, I like that. Bug and electric type. Ooh. That's actually not bad. Not bad, because the ground weakness isn't there. The flying weakness isn't there. What's he weak to? Fire? Rock? Is that it? Fire and rock is the only thing he's weak to? If I didn't have another electric type with the Torterra, I'd totally go with this. Let's see, ability. I mean, we already know the moveset, and we need to see the stats as well. Need to see the stats as well. That was a Shaking Grass encounter, too. That's not normally found there unless we get something Shaking Grass. Okay, he's got Overgrow, which is kind of ability. Okay. He has 168 HP right now. He has 108 special attack, which is good. They're really good, actually. And that's with his special attack being lowered, so it could be even better if we had a better nature. His speed's at 93, which is good. Special defense is good. He's very fragile on the physical side, which makes sense why Razor Shell did as much as it did to him. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely a replacement, I feel like. Probably more for Torterra than Venusaur. Just given how much similarity Electric Grass and Bug Grass have with their weaknesses. They would share that fire weakness together, so probably wouldn't have that. I'm trying to find this hidden item. Okay, we get our encounter instead. I know what you're thinking. This is terrible, right? We don't know. Jumpluff could be that guy. It depends on his typing, his moves, and his stats. And his ability as well, I suppose. But to me, it looks like he's a steel type, which we already have a steel type. So not really sure I'm going to be leaning on a Jumpluff. But I don't think we have another steel type in our PC. Alright, come on, buddy. I feel like my Ultra Balls are just busted. Okay, never mind. All of them are busted. What the hell? I have a heal ball. Maybe that'll do something? I don't know. Damn it. Got Sharpen. So what have we seen? We've seen Metal Sound, Sharpen, Gyro Ball. I guess what I'll do for an encounter, or maybe for my token encounter, is maybe I'll surf in the little water that's here. I'm trying to see if what his fourth attacking move, or his fourth move is, if it's an attacking move or not, so I can know if I should go for Razor Shell or not. Because if he is a steel type, I could go for Outrage, right? But the problem with me going for Outrage is if I do too much damage to him on the first attack, I'm killing him. So I'm not really trying to find out. All right, I'm gonna Razor Shell. I'm not getting any luck. Okay, that was a crit. His last move was Moonlight. I'm glad we didn't get the defense drop. I know that first attack was a crit. I still think a base Razor Shell would have killed him there. That was a crit capture, so please. Thank you. He's also Bug Steel. All right. Well, considering our Arceus is Bug and Steel, we might as well name this guy Arceus, right? Because he's God. Focus Band. All right. I haven't confirmed whether or not I want to use my token here. Pidgey? I don't know. Not really, like, excited about that. I feel like there's an item. That's not a hidden item, I should say. Is there another one? Sure. I'm gonna go heal real quick. So our encounter so far has been an Azelf and a Jumpluff. Not entirely sure how to feel about that, but you know what? Okay. A lot of what happens in my randomizers that like I try to do, if I don't necessarily vocalize it, I try to use different stuff. Not sure how to feel about a Simisear. Mainly because he's not going to learn any more moves. I should still try and catch him because it helps give me some knowledge on him if he's good or not in this game. But I mean, he's got Hurricane. That's a pretty good special attacking move. That is, if he's a special attacker. We don't know. I also don't know if Hurricane is stab for him or not. Okay, so we heard ourselves in confusion. Powering himself up with Fury Cutter. And I missed the Thunder Wave. Gotta love it when Generation 7 decided to make Thunder Wave not 100% accuracy anymore. As a move like that, but then like they let a move like Spore exist. They left Spore 100% accuracy. Toxic. I mean, Toxic's 100% accurate if you're a poison type, but I'm gonna Razor Shell just to see if he'll live. He did live. Good. I'm glad that he did, because he's now weakened. I can throw another ball. And he shook once. Yeah, I think my Ultra Balls are defective. Like, there's no way that this should be happening. Thank you. Earbug. Now, if we had Quiver Dance or something on this guy, that might actually go kind of dummy. But again, that's me assuming that he is a special attacker. We don't know. Whoa. I know that this item was literally right here. I thought it was further back. Wow. Okay, he must be fast or something, because not being able to run twice. It scared the crap out of me. I really feel like we should try and get our user token encounter there on that guy. But only if we have enough balls. Otherwise, oh, that's bad. Never mind, we're fine. This is where the level difference is really helping us out. What the? He's just got a collection of them. Don't throw a ball. Need you to heal. What was the form that we fought that was a problem? Was it Wash? Okay, he also has Mega Horn. What the hell is happening? There was a form that we fought that we struggled with. I don't remember what form that was. Was it Fan? Spiderweb? Okay, I can't escape, so that's fine. But I'm almost certain that I am fighting a bug type here, so never mind. Or is it maybe Rotom's moveset is the same for all of them? I don't know. I truthfully do not know. All right, let's go for that stab bug buzz. Yeah, I feel like I need to definitely go back and get some more Pokeballs. Just on the off chance I can actually encounter that Kyurem. I don't know if he's a common encounter. I swear, if he's not a common encounter, I'll crash. Crash F out. Because I still got more of Icarus as my, like, last area to get a first encounter. So I could go north, Dragon Spiral Tower, and get an encounter, or... For my token encounter, I should say. Or I can go in Route 8. I think Route 8 is the harder thing to do. I could surf in the water to get something completely random, but, like... And if I got the chance to get a Kyurem, I'm taking it. Or an Excadrill. Actually, that would be pretty damn good, too. Grober might be the common encounter. Ampharos, that would be dupes, so we don't need to worry about that. I've only seen the Kyurem once. Clang. I'd probably be a little bit disappointed with the Clang. Because he evolves too damn late. I mean, I do have it turned on to where impossible or evolutions are made easier, so like he would evolve by 40, but that's my biggest gripe about Kling Clang is that he evolves, or Clang evolves into Kling Clang too late, and he's not even that good. All right, Delibird. Go ahead and go for that Eruption. Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet could actually be worth something in this, because his stats get sent all over the place, so he might actually be still easy to kill. I stand corrected. Okay, so now that Peaches is at level 55, who do I want to lead? I don't really want Arceus to lead, because I think Arceus can handle itself in any sort of situation. I kind of want to use someone I haven't used yet, like Ampharos. We'll use Ampharos right now. Please pray for me. My TMs have been atrocious in this. I've gotten Tackle and Supersonic from this route. Oh, this is perfect. A, because I know Tyranitar is a normal type, but B, this boy has no defense. in either of his defense stats. Lucario? I don't think we ever learned what Lucario was. I don't think. Faster than him? Okay. Okay, here he is again. Wait, so you're telling me I could run away with Ampharos on the first try, but not with my Mammal Swine? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Do you not battle? You do. I don't know why she didn't spot me then. Super lock. That's just irritating. And you have sub. And you're weak to it. Time into things get taken away from me in crucial fashion. All because he landed a Sing on the first try. Had he not landed that Sing, I would have killed him. Had he not landed a Sing, I would have just killed him. What I get for wanting to use Ampharos. Okay, so he was weak to... Was he a ghost type? No, he couldn't have been a ghost type. Or was he ghost psychic? I don't know. Hurts either way, because I did not get the chance to really use Ampharos, now did I? I've encountered like 4 different things. Take that 5. Random Torterra here. Ooh, a Choice Scarf? Not bad. It would arguably be better for us to get a Choice Scarf if we know what we're fighting against, but it's still not bad. All right, let's see how good our Torterra is. Solid damage. Level 43. Get a Peach Berry. Ooh, we have a fossil we can uncover. Let's go. It's the cover one. It's one we actually haven't. Dude. You know what? I'm gonna teach my my dead Ampharos strength, because it's not like I can bring him back in game, can I? Really doesn't matter if his moveset is good or not. Or a fire pledge. Antidote. Wow. And this is why we explore everywhere, chat. I would say this is probably my favorite version of the dowsing machine. Just on the principle, or based around the principle that it goes off on its own, and I don't have to be like, is there something here? Is there something here? Wow. Now we have to try to get that heat more. Heat more? Yep, we gotta get that heat more right in front of us. Not the Kyurem. I can get the Kyurem. I know he has suction cups, which is, you know, kind of eh. But we can make do with that. It's a Kyurem at the end of the day. Why am I gonna complain about what I get on a Kyurem? It's not like I have been getting token encounters this entire series, too, right? My third one? Technically, I could get another one depending on what this cover fossil being. Up a berry. Okay. Metronome. Okay. Not a bad item. Alright, first encounter. Was it this run where we encountered Breloom and he was like a steel? I think he's a steel type. Oh my gosh, he has like no HP. Oh. I don't know if I'd say we really lost out there, because he was not a steel type. Maybe it was my earlier run, or one of my earlier runs where he was a steel type. That's crazy. He went for an Endeavor, and it actually was like on a high HP mon, but actually like meant a lot. Dusk Ball, we'll take that. What else could we have gotten? Mankey. Unfaisant. Let's launch a rolling kick at it and see. Doesn't kill, but we do get the flinch. I just realized we have 2 moves that can flinch. In Rock Climb and Rolling Kick. Maybe our Torterra isn't as bad as I thought it would be. There you go. I mean, I'm gonna get rid of Solar Beam. And you know what's kind of good us having Wild Charge is that we already have a lot of HP. So to me, it feels like if we hold a whole lot in terms of recoil, but things also take a lot of damage in recoil on us. So that's also really nice as well. That Vaporeon, I mean, Vaporeon probably doesn't have as much HP as it normally does. But Nugget, we'll take that. I don't think there's many more people to battle here. I think there's like maybe 1, 2 more people. I actually might be a liar. Hold on. Kecleon. Can you let me run, buddy? Thank you. Alright, so this is Deoxys speed form, which actually could be terrifying. He could actually be terrifying. You knock off that Rocky helmet, that's fine. Oh my god, he's at a lot of HP. Analytic. Oh, that's great for me. That's great for me. I'm pretty slow. That did nothing. Could be a steel type, maybe? No. I don't think steel type would resist electric. Okay, we got the flinch. And I missed. And he's got slack off. That's great to know that if I had just landed the rolling kick that I would have just killed him, but no, because I missed, he was able to heal up. Love that for myself. And he's going for Ice Burn now, so I kind of need another flinch. And he gets burned. It really must be nice to have everything go your way. Really must be nice. Here. Get us out of here faster. Knock off. You can just knock off my expert belt. That's... Oh. A little too fast there. Okay, so you resisted bug and you resisted fighting. It couldn't have been a ghost type. Must have been flying. The only thing I can think of that would have resisted both bug and fighting. Weasel. Ah. Would have been. That could have been fun to use. That was a crit bubble. That's crazy. Target. I feel like I'm collecting so many of these ring targets. Gold Gateau. Well, I don't feel the safest right now. Store that boy. Excuse me. I think we're going to teach our Ampharos fly just to make things a little bit quicker for me. Oh, I have Stench. I completely forgot that I had Stench. But doesn't Rolling Kick have a chance to flinch? And Rock Climb has a chance to flinch. Oh no, Rock Climb has a chance to confuse. Oh, I had a idea or an idea that Rock Climb had a secondary effect. I just couldn't remember what it was, and then I flinched. I was like, okay, that seems about right. Cure him. Of course, I get the cure him when it can't fuse. Am I really going to be that nitpicky about it, though? If I encounter it using my token encounter, I don't really think I'm going to be too bothered by it. Okay, so he is a ground type. So good to know that he's a ground type. Well, if he decides to throw another gunk shot at me, I have Arceus as a steel and bug type. Oh, he's got Truant. Ooh. Actually, that's really good that we found that out now. That's really good that we found that out now, actually. But the two that we encountered in Route 8 didn't have Truant. So I'm not sure why his did. I'm not sure. Let me go. I want to be here. You're hurting yourself more than you're hurting me. Yeah, let's go ahead and fly out of here on our dead Ampharos. Get rid of that, and then we'll go to Nacrene City, uncover our fossil. And we're about to really find out some real truth right now. If my feelings of going with the cover fossil when we initially had the choice between cover and plume many streams ago. I say many streams ago, it was probably like maybe like three or four. We'll see if my insight was correct with going with the cover instead of going with a Seviper. I would go out and say that I probably prefer Seviper over Steelix. Right? Crazy how we got two different snakes. We got two different snakes. Wild. I want to put in the PC. I'll put Peaches in the PC for right now, just because we were flying on the Gross. Check my stats on this guy. Timid with compound eyes. He's more of a physical attacker. He's fast as hell. I bought the Ironhead TM, right? So there's a chance, depending on what it was, randomized. I think it was Blizzard, though, so I don't think he can learn that. Sadly. Alright, and you are Pure Bug, and you have Solid Rock. You have 94 speed, 100 special attack, 143 HP. It's actually okay. I mean, his defenses are terrible, but not bad. Curious to see how this Viper is. The dark type. You know what? That actually kind of fits his vibe, I feel like. Unfortunately, it seems like his stats are pretty bad. I mean, his speed's good, his special defense is alright, but he doesn't have any attacking power, which kind of doesn't make him really feel worth. Alright, we gotta gamble. Everyone's favorite thing. Gamble. So I'm trying to think, chat. Even if we do encounter Kyurem, alright? We're gonna go hypotheticals. It ends up having Truon. Would you make the argument that is probably better than most of the things in our PC box? I feel like it would be. Obviously, it depends on how its stats got distributed and its typing and everything in between. But I would be under the impression that it would be better than most everything that we have. Go ahead and fly back to Icarus City. The nice thing is that we pretty much just have to take on the gym, and after we're done with the gym, yes, that's when all the story stuff happens, or starts to happen. That's a good stopping stream, because then we can do all that story stuff, take on the 8th gym, and then Tuesday stream could be, potentially, as long as we don't lose, the finale. That'd be pretty nice. All right. So, help me. We are going to use our token encounter in this route. Okay, no Kyurem. But thankfully it's dupes. We've already encountered this guy. Thank goodness. Let me go. Thank you. I feel like it took us forever to get that first encounter. Not the legend I wanted. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I also don't know if I want to use a Master Ball on this guy. Don't really know. Sludge Bomb? Looks like it's another poison type. It's the poison. Cresselia could be a menace. I have no idea if it is or not. Looks like it is a pure poison type, though. So if I were to catch it, I could go directly onto the team. I just don't... I don't know. I feel like when we used it in our Heart Gold series, of course, I was okay with it because, like, we've gotten dicked over so many times playing Heart Gold, Soul Silver for a Nuzlocke that I was like, you know what? Anything goes. And we got it. I'm pretty sure we got that one really, really early. It's like a free legend, so like I was cool with it. But fun thing to use. Especially when I know I have other better options the later the generations you play. Like it, because we were playing Heart Gold Soul Silver at the time, Gen 4. Yeah, Cresselia was gonna be a solid choice, but this thing with power creeping in games, like the best legendary I could technically get would be an Arceus, right? But it's like I have other favorites, and some of them are box arts, like a Kyogre or a Dialga or a Zekrom or a Reshiram. Like any of those I would have been okay with getting, which is why I was so focused on getting Kyurem. But I'd say we'll be fine. I say we'll be fine because we still have the Master Ball. We can technically go see what Virizion is. And actually, now that I just thought about it, that is probably a very smart idea, is to go see what Virizion is. Because I am technically able to get another Master Ball, because I'm given one in the story. So I should see what those legendaries are. That did a lot of damage. It was super effective, so I'm not too surprised. Balamant. I'm gonna switch. Probably should have put the Ampharos in the box, but that's all right. Especially if I'm getting out of here to go see what the Virizion is. That will be a level 50 that can probably get slotted right onto the team, as long as it's worth it. That did nothing. That also did nothing. Guess I'll switch. You're in charge, Nasty. Okay, he's got no special attack. That's crazy. Excuse me, Azumarill? I wonder how I'm on like Azumarill would be in this. Its BST is generally pretty low, but I don't know. Could be a sweeper. Not with it being a +2 speed and not being able to outspeed my Arceus. Back. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. Well, we only battled one person. I would much rather go see what my Virizion is right now, anyways. Can't believe I just thought about that now when I started speaking about the Master Ball. Imagine if it's Imagine if it's a Kirim. I'd actually be okay if it's like any of the box art legends. Probably not Gen 2, just because I feel like I've seen the Gen 2 legends a lot as of late, but like a Dialga or Palkia would be cool. Giratina would actually be pretty sick. I don't think we've seen Giratina in the wild. We haven't seen that boy roaming around. All right, let's see what we get. There's no shot that I said, what if it's a Kyurem? And then it turns out to be a... But you know what I should do? I should definitely check and see if this guy's got Truant. I should check and see if this guy's got Truant. If he doesn't, he's going straight on the team. He died. Oh yeah, we already knew he was ground type. Do I have a ground type yet on my team? We have Fire, Grass Electric, Dragon Electric, Steel Bug, Psychic. Oh, we don't have a ground type. I don't know if I should be Master Balling a Truant Kyurem. Nah, fuck it, we do. Because, listen, slacking is still good, even with Truant. It gave him Truant so they could make him not as broken. That's why when you randomize abilities and you get a slacking, it's pretty damn good. Poison and Ground. Is that unique? Is Poison Ground unique? I'm looking this up. Is Poison Ground a unique typing? It's not unique, but there's not many of them. Forgot about little Paldean Wooper, and the Nidoran line is Poison and Ground. There's quite literally only 4 Poison Ground types. Oh, that's why I didn't know, or I didn't remember. Because I don't think the Nidoran line is in Scarlet and Violet, and the only Poison Ground type that would be in Scarlet and Violet would be Paldean Wooper and Clodsire. I'm gonna name it Nerf because it got heavily nerfed. But Poison and Ground, I mean, we lost a Ghost Poison type. I would say we made out okay. Weird that we've had a constant poison type, though, throughout this run of the series. It's just been odd. But, I mean, hey. I think I might have actually been pissed off with myself. I couldn't have encountered Virizion first. It would have always had to been Cobalion, because that's how you are able to encounter Virizion and Terrakion later. Adamant Truant with a Prism Scale. If you are a physical attacker, this actually might be mint. That's tough. I mean, we have Volt Switch. We have Volt Switch. We're physically bulky, especially... their special bulk is not too bad. We have no attack and no HP. I would have much rather, if I had it my way, if I could have used this Pokemon differently. I would have much rather had his speed be his HP, because I can then invest in only going for special attacks and realizing that I'm going to be slow, but I'm going to eat hits. So it's not great, but I don't think it's as bad. Like, it's bad. It's bad in terms of a legendary, right? It's terrible. But I definitely think I could have gone off way worse with stat distribution, especially because that's what, 680 BST that gets to play with. So like, I definitely could be in a worse spot, I feel. But I'm definitely not happy. I think I would have been a little bit happier had we gotten, what was the other one? Its other ability wasn't really like a positive one, but it wasn't harmful. It wasn't making me skip, it wasn't basically making me skip a turn. So it's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Eventually we'll let him come out and play, but I think right now he's just gonna sit back and relax. Go ahead and go for a rolling kick. I wonder if, with me having the chance to flinch with rolling kick, if Stench stacks that chance of me flinching or not. I don't know. I'm gonna guess no. All right, missing my rock climb. 90% accuracy, by the way. No, it's not 90%. It's 90 power, 85% accuracy. I don't remember who I gave rock climb to, but it was obviously in Gen 4 when rock climb was like introduced. Only gen that it's been in, actually. I remember giving rock climb to somebody I was using a lot. Maybe it was Licky Licky. But I just remember it doing like a lot of damage, and I was just like, wait, people complain that HMs suck, but it's like Fly's a decent move, Surf and Waterfall are decent moves, Strength is good on normal types. Like, what are we yapping about by saying that HMs are bad? Really hoping that did more. That was super effective. I mean, I guess it's not stab. If Blastoise has remotely decent physical defense or good HP, and take that. We're not left in peril, so again, I should take my victories when I can, because we're technically doing like a redo series. Not a redo, but like we're on a revenge run of sorts, and I mean, we'll have to technically do another one because we lost our first run of this series. So I'll probably have to visit Unova again soon to see if we can win a extreme randomizer. My boy. You know what's wild? I'm pretty sure this is like the first time the entire series we're seeing a Porygon. Any of them, I think. Dang, he has no HP. We took nothing in terms of recoil. So I just know that if we're taking nothing from his HP, then he's got to be a monster in one of his stats. Okay, that does nothing. Ice Fang. Okay, hold on. This Terrakion might actually have a lot of HP. I don't know what to go for. I mean, Outrage would seem like the right thing to do. Yeah, he's got a lot of HP. I feel like Torterra is actually like doing well holding its own. I mean, a large part of that would be because we're kind of over leveled. But I feel like he's doing a good job handling his own battles, with his stab not really being the most useful. Both of his stabs, actually. Because grass isn't really super effective against much. I mean, it's against 3 typing, so it's not too bad. And I know for sure Weavile here has Bick for moves. I do know it has a lot of HP though, so taking a crap ton of recoil. Actually, no, I did not. Not as much as I thought I would. Which I'm not quite sure how that makes sense, but I mean, I won't complain. I just think it's funny because like Throttle had a lot of HP, and now Torterra has even more than Grottle did. It really followed the Blissey MO. Although I think if we had a Blissey's HP, it would be probably in the 300s right now. Oh, a little too quick. This way. Right, this is the last gym trainer, and then we have the gym leader. Stunfisk. I just don't think... I'm not sure if he's more than a grass type. As much as I would love to stay in and find out, I think I'm just going to switch. As much as I would like to find out, I think I'm just going to switch. Eradicate. Might as well stay in, huh? Dang, that little bit of damage that we took earlier made it to where he didn't die. Unfortunate. All right, we made it to the gym leader. Go ahead and super potion up Knuckles. Not super potion, hyper potion. I think we're just gonna jump straight in. Play my game first. A little over 2 hours in. Do all the team recap stuff at the beginning, but I think we're in a good spot. So we said 47 is what we're expecting for his ace. So that means the rest of his team is probably gonna be about 45, which... or 44. Is that right? Yes. No, that's right. All right, work up. Vanillux. All right, so we know Vanillux was a rock type. So with that information in mind, I think we just go into our Arceus. I can click Surf or Aura Sphere, and I should be able to probably one-shot it. I gave Expert Build, I'm pretty sure, to my Arceus, so I think Surf is technically stronger because neither of them are stab, right? So Surf is going to be stronger if I'm under the impression that he is a rock type, which he's not. Okay, he goes for Flare Blitz. That's actually pretty bad. I cannot believe that I just took that hit. Took that hit and lived on one. Just by the way. Okay, so I just went for Surf. It was not very effective. And he went for Flare Blitz and almost one-shot me. The Flare Blitz was not stab, given that information, right? Then he's got to be what? I don't know what typing he would be, because I'm pretty sure when I went for Aura Sphere earlier, and I killed him. It was super effective. Well, he must have been something else. What resists water? Water? Dragon? Grass? I don't know. Okay, so Infernape's coming out. He is a fighting type. We know this because we have one. Sucky thing is, I don't have anything super effective against a fighting type on anybody on my team. I also don't remember if he's physically bulky or specially bulky. I don't remember if he was physically bulky or specially. Earth Break, that's fine. Oh my god, chat, we knew he had Motor Drive. We knew that he had Motor Drive. I quite literally knew that already. I'm always going to be slower than him, though. And I missed my rolling kick. Cool. Corona. Okay, so he fake tears me. And he resisted eruption just now. Do I want to predict that he's a water type? X. Okay. Cool. I mean, he did fake tears me, which I think lowers my, what, special defense by -2. So probably should have done a better job of thinking. Should have done a better job of thinking before just reacting. But this just goes to show, despite me being over leveled over anything, because I don't know what I'm fighting. Okay, so he's a ghost type. Would not have been able to guess that. I mean, I guess through Hex I should have, but I got a special defense drop, so I should be able to eat one of these. Yeah, it does. Should be able to eat one. And we'll surf. This should kill him. What the fuck is this thing's typing? Is he Ghost and Dragon? I guess we'll find out when we use Electro Web. No, he's a water type. Ghost and Water. Ah, Nidoking, yes. The poison ground type that I forgot existed. Thankfully, he's weak to Bug. Ninjask? Ninjask is one of those mons that I kind of wish I saw, because I would love to see what his stat spread would be in the game like this. Because he's normally quick as hell. And his attack is decent, but everything else is pretty mediocre. So I'd be curious to see what his stat spread would be. We suffered a couple casualties today. One in the gym. But we survived. We managed. We're 7 badges in. We got Thunderfang, which is this is normally Frost Breath, so it's not really gonna go on anybody other than an ice type. Like how she's saying, like, what am I supposed to do? We're following the group, right? We're going to the Dragon Spiral Tower. Okay, so we lost our Sand Slash. I mean, I got to use him a little bit, but I just feel like he didn't get a fair crack at it. I feel like this is gonna be a little rough last stretch of this game. I can just feel it. Dragon types, ice types, poison types. That's gonna be it for me. I think this is a good stopping point here. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you show your support by clicking that link. It'd be greatly appreciated. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be back at this. And we're gonna do everything we can to make sure that we have a good and solid team. Take on the 8th gym, all that fun stuff, and then Tuesday stream should be Victory Road and Leaf 4, hopefully, as long as we don't get wiped out before then. Because I think if we white out another time, I might actually just call it. kind of the mentality that I've had. So if you guys have enjoyed the series up to this point, make sure you show your support by clicking that like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.